Oh man, I got a good video for you guys today. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some pretty bad medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that were given to me, make the community a little bit better off than it was before, that's all a guy can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day, and I will be covering some weekly penny stock plays and giving updates on how they're sitting as well. I'd just like to give a quick shout out to the guys over at the Patreon. We did have quite a few new people join today. Haas, Malad, Anthony, Sean, Noah, Kevin, Thomas, Pedro, Chaps, Bach. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate the support. They will have access to the private Discord, as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. And if you're interested, there is a link in the description box down below to the Patreon. I do have a spam account that has started to float around YouTube now. If you see this guy commenting on my stuff, don't buy his crap. Don't do whatever he's saying. My name has this gray boxer on it, so just be watching for that, and you'll know that it is me. Now we're going to be giving a quick update on ZOM. This is the penny stock that I decided to get into this week for a quick swing trade. And I am still holding my position in this stock. So we are currently up. I'll take a quick look. 18% on the day, down a little bit in the after hours. I did buy in for an average cost of 0.782, so 78.2 cents, with about 4,450 shares. Currently up $655, a little less than that now that we're down a little bit in the after hours, but I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on what the 1 month charts are looking like, give you a rundown on the fundamentals of the company, a news article that I found. We'll talk about their following on stock twits, the sentiment, the overall volume. We'll talk about a bunch of different indicators here. You guys know, if you followed the channel for a while, that I love volume. I love paying very close attention to that. And we'll just run over the volume, the RSI indicator, the relative strength index, which is anything over 70 being overbought, anything under 30 oversold. I've got the 200 EMA pulled up, the exponential moving average, which is a 200-day moving period average valuation trend line, just based on price action, as well as the VAMA, the volume adjusted moving average over a 20-day period. Takes into consideration the overall volume that's going into a stock and creates a trend line based off of that. We'll talk about some different patterns that I'm seeing on the stock, and how we're looking going forward with the trading day tomorrow, what my overall plan is, when I will be exiting, when you guys could potentially exit, what potential entry points, and then we'll look at this from a 1 day, 1 minute perspective as well. So if you're not familiar with what ZOM is, they are, another pharmaceutical type company. They operate as a developmental stage company. It creates products for companion animals by focusing on the unmet needs of clinical veterinarians. It plans to offer novel diagnostics and therapeutics that focuses on patient health and practice health. Their overall market cap is about $273 million, so they're a pretty small company. But I actually read this on stock twits, and I found it very interesting, and I want to bring this to you guys' attention. Just going to take a quick look at JAGX. They're at a $500 million market cap, and they're currently sitting at $3.57, and they were up to $5, right? So a $500 million company. And if we come back here and take another look at ZOM, a $500 million company compared to a $273 million company. Now, I don't know how the math works out, because I didn't major in math. I was in nutrition. I got my degree in nutrition, if you guys have followed for a while, but $273 million, I don't think that quite adds up. Even if you just double that to $1.50. JAGX is trading at $3.57 right now, so just keep that in the back of your mind. It's very interesting stuff for sure. I thought that was something. ZOM is up 60,000 people now, total members. Message volume is up almost 50%. Sentiment is up. Price was absolutely crazy today. And I brought this to you guys' attention back when it was 40 cents, about 4 or 5 days ago. And I said, the charts look pretty solid right now. I think this has some great potential. At the time, I was in JAGX and Bionanogenomics and PTE. I'm still in PTE, and so this has some potential, and we have run up an insane amount. Granted, and this is why I was laughing at the beginning of the video, this might be part of the reason why ZOM is up so much. So Zomedica stock spikes 90%, and Tiger King star Carol Baskin could be the reason. Penny stock popped Monday, and Tiger King star Carol Baskin could be the reason. So a video on YouTube shows Baskin discussing ZOM and the company's upcoming True Forma point of care diagnostic product to all the cool cats and kittens. watching. They help our veterinarians and our furry friends, said Baskin in the video, referring to Zomedica. Oh man, you can't beat this. You can't make this kind of stuff up, guys. I'm not. That's so good. I said the only thing that I didn't like about this penny play is that it didn't have any sort of news catalyst that would push it up. And you know, what do you know? We have some news catalyst now. I'll leave a link in the description box if you'd like to watch the video. I'm not gonna waste you guys' time, but that could be part of the reason, I guess. I mean, I'm speculating. It's definitely possible, but it was a huge influence if it was, right? We were up 92% on the day. I did get into the stock at just under 78 cents with an average cost of 78.2 cents. You know, looking pretty decent right now. PTE, I'm up, you know, down for the day a little bit, about 5%, but still up about 21%. Feeling good about that. So what we're looking at right now, we do have the crossover from the VAMA over the 200 EMA, a very bullish indicator. The more large the gap, the more bullish the stock. And historically speaking, while I'm not that nervous about holding ZOM right now, is when we see price corrections on ZOM, they're not that drastic. Look at this, guys. 43, 39, 37. We're not going from extremely overbought territory and just crashing. People like this stock. They believe in this stock. So when we saw this huge spike in volume, this huge run up, right? Look at this. Look at the correction. We played out to about 50 cents, came back down to about 40 cents, right? So, I mean, 10 cents is a decent amount for a penny stock, you know, if you're trading under $1, but that's really not that harsh of a correction, guys. And I know if we can push over $1 tomorrow, I feel really, really good about that. That's going to attract some new investors. And if they can hold over $1 for a 10-day period, that will also attract some, you know, investors and traders. And, you know, I am going to hold this as a swing trade. But I really like the price action on this. We've had some really, really clean run-ups. I'll point out a couple different things to you that I saw on the charts for the day. But we're looking nice. You know, we corrected very well off of this overbought territory. We did come up to 91, you know, and previously when we've come up to the 90s, the 87, you know, 83, our correction wasn't really that bad. It's pretty solid. And if this continues to run, I'd feel pretty good about that. You know, it's, I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't, but, you know, just looking at this from a completely unbiased standpoint, it looks extremely bullish, guys. There's just no beating around the bush here. If we look at, you know, a 1 month trend line, we were at 16 cents a month ago. And right now we are trading just under 90 cents. Look at this. Look at that. That's nuts. That's as clean as it gets. This thing is absolutely crushing right now, and I'm loving the price action on ZOM. That is beautiful. And we did have some great confirmation in patterns on the charts today. So if we do draw this up, we had a very beautiful looking bullish flag. I'll get rid of this overall trend line right here just to make this cleaner. I will bold this trend line just so you can see that a little bit better. Hopefully. Let me just pause the video quick. I'll fix this. All right, so we got a pretty nice, clean, bullish flag right here. So if we zoom in, you can see we've got the pull right here, a really nice, tight, compressing of price action, which is a lot of buying pressure, and then a nice shoot off once we broke that trend line. And we're looking pretty nice right now. Besides that huge, you know, profit taking in the after hours, which I'm not surprised by. You know, the stock has run up over 100% on the day. We're looking really clean. So if we can, you know, let's just change this quick to a 1 minute window. Take a quick look at this. Let's just draw up a trend line from the top and to the bottom, right? So if we draw right here from the bottom, overall we're still trending up. In the after hours right now, we're still moving up, right? We are technically down from that 93 cent point, but if we draw from the top point right here, level it down, that's tightening of price action, guys. Ever so slightly, that is a tightening of price action. And I like to see that because that is a bullish indicator. You know, the price action on the day was so clean. I mean, look at this. We had another bullish flag confirmation right here. Everything about the price action today was complete buyer control. The bulls were absolutely rocking the stock. They had milked every cent out of short sellers. If you short sold this stock, I feel really bad for you, honestly. But look at this beautiful bullish flag that we had on the day. Looking absolutely phenomenal. We'll draw up a trend line from right here. Once we broke through that trend line, we saw a nice test of that $1 range. We tried it out twice, didn't quite hit it either time, but I do think that there's going to be some people coming back to this tomorrow to see if we can break that dollar range, right? And I'm going to be watching this very closely. If I see us approach that $1 and we reject the price a second day in a row, at that point I'm probably going to take profits. I'm going to be pretty happy with that. But if we do push through $1, I think the upside is extremely high, and it seems to me like this is complete buying territory right now. I'm not recommending you buy into the stock at almost $1 when it's run up this much, right? At that point you're chasing a little bit, right? But just based on the price action that we're seeing right now, it does seem like this is still pretty bullish territory, and a price correction is going to come eventually, right? That's the beauty of a trailing stop loss or setting a limit order. So, if this stock does test out, that low 80-cent range again tomorrow, we see some pressure right off the bat in the pre-market, I'm probably going to take a small profit, right? I could have been looking at a little more. Maybe the smarter thing to do would have been to sell half of my shares, at near that $1 range and let the other half ride. But I did not, and I'm just being completely transparent. I will show you again. I still have all my shares, all 4,450 of them at a dollar cost average of 78 cents, and I feel pretty good about where we're sitting right now. Now, I'm not telling you to ride this until tomorrow, but that is personally what I'm going to be doing. So just to be completely transparent, I do think that this still has some potential to run. And if we look at JAGX just as a comparison, there is a difference because JAGX had a news catalyst that was pushing this price action versus this Carol Baskin video or whatever. But the run-ups were very similar here, right? We had a nice setup, a nice bullish flag pattern over a couple day period. At the very worst, we may see some consolidation. I suppose that's not the very worst. We could see a harsh sell-off, right? But it looks very similar, right? We were at 35 cents a month ago on JAGX, trading at 356 right now. ZOM looks very similar. We just haven't seen as much of a run up, 18 cents to 91 cents, but this has been very clean movement, guys, and I'm liking the price action on ZOM right now. So that's currently where we're sitting with that. I am still holding my position. If you're looking to get into the stock, I would just be very cautious. Maybe look for this retest on support level where we saw that candle wick end right around here at 75 cents. That does seem to be a significant level for buyers and sellers at 75-cent range. So if you're looking to get in, it may be worth considering then. Honestly, I will probably take profits on half if we see it drop to the low 80s and let the other half ride and watch the retest of that 75-cent mark. And if it bounces, I may actually take the profits that I made and rebuy in and ride the next wave up. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. That's currently how we're sitting right now. Everyone on the Patreon will have, access to my live trading and what I decide to do, but I do feel really good about it. My exit point for this stock, if we break over $1, I'm going to watch for that first level of resistance, whether it be $1.10, 15, 20, and if it bounces off of that, I'm done. I'm taking profits. We're not going to hit 100%, 200%, 300% margin on every single stock, and the biggest piece of advice that I can give to investors out there is to nickel and dime the crap out of every single swing or day trade that you make, right? Because we're not going to hit 100% on everything. It's just not possible. But when you add up those small chump change nickels and dimes, day in and day out, you're going to build up your portfolio really nicely over time. So, like I said, a week ago, I was at $19,000 if you kept up with the channel. And right now we're up to we're up $7,000, $8,000. So these nickels and dimes add up over time, guys. And I'm telling you, you just keep rocking those swings. You're going to be looking really, really nice. So change it back to the 2-day chart really quick. Change it to a 1-minute window. I would not recommend short selling the stock since the movement is still extremely bullish. If we look for the volume adjusted moving average, we are currently underneath the 200 EMA, so that is a little bit bearish of territory. So that's something to keep in the back of your mind. I'm going to be completely transparent with the stock. I'm not trying to pump it up or tell you what to do. Just present it to you how I see it. Currently a bearish territory right now in the after hours, but we did have a contact point at the beginning of the day where we were over the 200 EMA, and throughout the day this was extremely bullish territory, right? We saw a small dip towards the end of the day, but we had a couple different times where we tested out that $1 mark, and I would honestly not be surprised whatsoever to see us retest that tomorrow. So if I'm wrong, that's totally all right. I'm completely fine with that. Every out of 10 trades, if you hit 7 or 8 the right way, you're doing really good. And I know there are people out there that made money off of this. There are guys in the private Discord over the Patreon that said they went up 20%, they took profits, and that is absolutely phenomenal. And that's exactly what we're looking for, is just to make money the easiest way we can, give you the cleanest setups that we can, and this was one of them. So that is my current update on ZOM. I will be posting an update on my other 3 penny plays. They are going to be compressed into one video just because It will be a lot easier that way, and if you are any of the three, it'll be run down pretty nice and smooth. I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day. And lastly, I have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership fee for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to 5.5 thousand now subscribers in just a little over 3 weeks. So if you're a content creator or are looking to become one, I could not highly recommend this enough. It really helps get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you do use my link, I will receive a commission off of your purchase at no extra cost to you. So it is a great way to support the channel. And if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate you guys giving me your time and watching the videos. So thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.